I'm Metro Mike, and I'm bad at intros. Let's get back into it. All right, this is where we are.
So, my boy, let's see what you got.
Oh man, am I gonna have the same health? Oh my god, I do.
What are you waiting for, you wretch?
Oh my god, I beat him in 2 hits with like barely anything, any health left.
Damn it! You're good.
Fucked him up. I had like a sliver of health. That was anticlimactic.
Shishka, you all right?
Did you give him a scar on his face? I took his fucking eye.
So, do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
I'm gonna come back and steal all of them. Oh my god, are they hanging me? Was I supposed to lose? Was I supposed to lose the fight? I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be either that or I have to reload. I'm gonna wake up in Skyrim. Didn't see you get on.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes.
Oh, I'm Godwin.
And then boots you right in the balls.
Why is it every time that I party with Hans, I always end up in prison? He's literally the worst lecturer.
All I wanted was a quiet
I wanted
life.
to say,
Nothing more.
when you said that the first time,
Take it easy.
oh, don't worry, it happens more.
Have a bit of fun now
But
and
I
again.
didn't want to.
Well, not
He always
piss
makes me.
anyone
He
off
always
too much.
every plan with him goes sideways.
That's what.
Apart from the
three
user's
times?
bailiff.
Yep. Beginning in the stocks, then the actual jail cell,
But
and
that's a
then
different matter.
the.
Yeah.
There was
Their
one time
spiteful
on a
tongues
different
everywhere.
timeline where I did end up getting him hung.
Always.
That was when I spoke the
Complained
truth.
about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No, the bishop.
Why am I playing as him now?
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What, you don't want
What
to play as buddy?
disgrace?
I want to
A
be
man has to
Henry.
enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though.
I'm a devout Christian.
Well, I might not be entirely blameless. I threw up during a sermon and beat up the bailiff.
Holy fucking shit! I mean, sorry, Father.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy. She's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for? If you don't mind me asking.
One sec. Right.
It's no big secret, but I can't talk about it without...
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
without having a drink in inside.
Ah, the ale's on the house.
That
of
is-
course, Father.
In Godwin's spirit, be like, I can't tell you unless you give me a drink.
It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trotsky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I never. I'll go straight there then.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning, and they were ambushed in the ravine near the Barkov Mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and his whole company with him. And most likely, your friends and all.
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from the Barkov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started. And I think they said they saw them two there. And ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn round the back. Kuba took a hammering, but he's well enough to talk.
They could be mistaken, though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. From the inn, follow the road east till you get to a big crossroads. And at the chapel there, head down towards the forest. Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are still lying there.
Surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as old boots. Well, thank you, in any case.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
I don't want to be Godwin. I want to be Henry, goddamn. I'm gonna make Godwin strip and just go through this entire part of this quest naked.
He's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't
I'm reading his books.
see.
Aye, once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly.
Holy Mother of God. It's always the common folks that suffer the most.
You.
God be with you, lad. I need to ask you something.
Oh, Christ!
Kuba's in a bad way. He got shot. He needs to rest. What do you want from him?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass.
Alright, one sec. Alright, let us go.
Hear from the barn.
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes, and we tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
They took some captives.
I'm looking for two friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. It's our Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God?
Before Almighty God. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough, and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some rest. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Cooper, please? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
I'm afraid no words I can say will help. The Lord himself decides who to call to his side.
Oh, all right. We'll pray ourselves then, to the Holy Virgin. Maybe she'll hear us. I hope we can go back to the mill soon.
Careful.
Good day to you.
All right. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Yeah!
I don't want to be old man Jenkins. I want to be Henry. Can I buy a knife? I have a knife. I can still can have Godwin do the Occam's razor work, and it won't even come back to Henry.
Quick!
Not far now, Viviana.
Yeah!
Of all people to send, why would you send Father Godwin?
Quick!
Because Father Godwin is the goat.
Well, we also don't know who the fuck he was prior to becoming a priest.
I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads.
Quick!
And, I mean, I took a look at his stats. They're not half bad.
Yeah!
They're also not half good.
They're also
Go!
an old man.
The tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. Use the trees as cover. Whoa!
Alright, Godwin, you're going first. I just clung to the rocks and ran around the entire battlefield. Easier this way.
And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior.
I think based off of the main Steam page, the guy that just kidnapped me is actually a is actually a good guy, because he's on the front of the Steam page. It's got Hans, Henry, Catherine, and then that guy, and I'm like, oh. Are these the four heroes of Kingdom of Lickum?
Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what
Leave
to do
Eric's
with you.
in.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
Looks
You
like
may
a
have
duck.
introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle, and the best side won. Us.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein in this page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of SKALITZ.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas, we'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners.
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Eric wants to know if I'm good with my tongue.
We'll finish this quickly.
Take that! Kill him! You won't get away with that! What's wrong with you? Slice him up! Go to hell! It's a wonder you're still fuck you! Nice hit!
Is that the best you can do? Slice him up!
Amen to you!
That was really easy.
Fuck! That was something. They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves.
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis.
You really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Ujits, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not gonna dig graves for those fuckers.
It might not please our Lord, but I have no sympathy for them.
Who gives a damn about such scum? Let the stray dogs have them.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle...
Get on my horse. Oh, Bibiana. Soft, supple steed.
Beautiful horse, my horse is amazing.
So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest
The
can't
taste
leave
looks
his
like
parish just like
raisins.
that, can he?
Mother Church isn't happy
I've
with
seen
me.
that. It's so
I
fucked.
sinned.
Does it have anything to do with the way you wield a weapon? Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Go!
Yeah!
Go!
Quick! Yeah! Quick!
Yeah, I felt.
You should have ridden, old man.
Being first isn't always a win. But you'll find that...
We'll see how long your wisdom
First
lasts.
off, I beat you here.
We'll leave the horses here. Not to worry, our boys will take good care of them.
A very nice fortress. How did you manage to take it?
In a moment, you can ask the captain yourself.
I can't wait.
Open the gate!
Reminds me of fucking Rete. Or not Rete, the fucking other capital.
Where's the chief? I've brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
Believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits.
And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Ishtvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergau's army to conquer this fortress, and they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything, but they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergau's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
I'm on my way to defend. I've killed before, now kill him again.
Take that, you fuck! You wanna try me? Let him go! Right, come on! Let's see what you're made of! That was so... Crush them!
Fuck! Now you're flying! Watch out!
Piece of shit! I'll kill you!
Ow. I don't like this 2v fucking 1 bullshit.
This won't end well for you! Good. Now my turn.
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
Looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captain!
Hey, it's me and what's his face? Me and Hans.
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you.
Henry and Hans.
As for you, well, we'll see about you.
How's the eye? This fucking guy.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zhishka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah, how's it feel to be a prisoner, you fucking bitch? Let me through the cells. Let me glitch through the cells and kill him. What do you want here?
What do you want here, you swine?
I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zhishka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Bergau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Bergau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zhishka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zhishka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Bergov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zhishka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zhishka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't bay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or
It's
another.
Ratai, not
he won't
Rattay.
have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
I'll give you 1,000 groschen if you choke him out.
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
Oh,
You
right.
better hope your father pays a
Eric's
nice
from the
fat
first one. He
ransom.
was the bandit
Rot in
camp.
hell!
He was the guy punching me.
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
Let me kill him.
No, we've got to flee now.
Not gonna let me kill him. Come fight me.
There'll be time when we meet again.
They are really drawing out the hatred for that man.
Fuck it!
Half pin barrel hinges. Proper levelage. Levelage. Levelage, Ian. My fucking priest. God.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen.
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can you even deliver a letter?
Give me one good arrow in my bow. I would have shot him.
I will get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right.
You killed all my men. I took your eye. Eye for an eye. It's fine.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov.
Yeah, it's Jan.
Also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up.
I accidentally oops the right
I'd
answer
like to know how
about
you
Jobst.
two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus men.
I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is, but I don't trust him.
Von Bergov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zizka here attacked us first, and then von Bergov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on. I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors
so many
who are in
questions.
league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
I guess if there's a chance that in the beginning of the game that goes sideways. And
yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do any. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sec.
How did Semine come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. What actually happened to Semine?
Von Berghoff sent his men to take revenge on him. Both Jan and Olda are alive, but they had to flee. Henry and I helped them. It was a close shave. We burnt down the fortress to cover their escape.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet.
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Oh,
Yeah, I fucked him up pretty good.
don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
All right, hold on. Ooh.
Just get it over with.
Gonna scoop out the socket.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Berghoff comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive until evening at least. Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
I need food.
I couldn't help overhearing you talking about that tragedy in Samin. Was that also the choice of a lesser of two evils?
It's really a shame you didn't arrive earlier, Godwin.
Why? Do you think things would have turned out differently?
I don't know. Aldo was truly guilty, but to kill and to punish are two different things.
God gave us the power to punish. But we have to deal with our consciences ourselves. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others.
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now.
All of them fell by my
The best thing you can do
hand.
for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Berghoff come with you to the battle in person?
He was expecting an important visitor. I just heard it was someone from Prague.
That doesn't help us at all. Prague is full of politicians and traitors. Well, it seems that we're here. Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for the salvation of us.
He's digging graves. Good old grave dig. But that's not gonna do. I tried to floop a guy in a grave. And he, his like freaking legs were sticking out. All right, everybody's buried. All right.
Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
I can buy myself flowers. Oh, food. What is that? Soup? Stew? One more. Good enough. The fuck is that? A lamp? Taking this. Ian. Oh, a lamp doesn't even do the same thing as a torch. That's stupid.
Come over here, Henry.
What's going on?
This'll interest you. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now. You have a unique chance to try it out.
How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful.
All right. But just tell me the most important detail.
Shooting from a pistol isn't difficult. It has a barrel in the front, which is loaded with gunpowder, a ball, and wadding. As soon as it's loaded in that order, you put the gun under your shoulder and light it with a wick. But watch out for the recoil.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it?
Load, aim, fire.
Good.
Careful now. I don't want to have to go looking for all your pieces.
You look like you're all in one piece, so you'll surely be the best teacher.
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
So let's get to it.
Oh, a hit!
Oh, I'm shooting the wrong one. I gotta shoot mine. I haven't hit anything.
Whoa, a hit!
Oh no.
My God, this really is a diabolical contraption.
Yeah, I'm good with my bow.
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot.
None. He was the one doing the shooting.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
Gonna be real big in America.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me.
What? Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the... You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
What if I went Petrosky and I killed them like gods? I should probably load the supplies. Yeah, let's go load the supply.
Hey, you! Why are you gawking at me like a deaf cunt? I should have shot you right off. And don't pretend you can't hear me. What is it? Lost for words? What? So you're just going to ignore me, are you? Just you wait. I'll show you, you stuck-up fucker.
Dude, I'm here to fucking...
Ha! Ah!
Ah!
What?
Ah!
Ah! Ah! Ah! Fucking hell! Ah! Oh Gott! Ich wurde...
Da!
Hier! Wanker!
This is
Ah!
Ah!
Hier! Ah! Hier! Was machst du? Verdammt! Scheiße! Ich werde hier nicht sterben!
They try to beat my ass. Let's put supplies in the cart. Alright. On a day's work. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Enjoy the video, and I'll see y'all freaking next time. We might try and break into Trotsky before we ride out. I don't know. What time is it? I can't. Oh, I can't delay. So I probably can't fast travel either. Okay, well, we'll pick this up in the next episode. Boom.